Alright guys, back with another video. Going to be heading into Cherry to go through their bargain boxes. I had a little sneaky hunch that they've kind of refreshed their NFL boxes, so thought it was time to go back and look at some of the stuff that they had. Unfortunately, no time for you guys to roast my golf swing today, but yeah, just going to be bargain box purely for today's content. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get straight into it. So today was probably the biggest haul I've gotten bargain boxing in the one day. Probably took me over an hour just to update my spreadsheet and get these all in. We'll start with the $5 purchases. Rashad Bateman, out of 149, a select card. Solid wide receiver for the Ravens. Luke Folk, I don't actually know to say his last name, but a Leaf order out of 15. Don't know too much about him, but when I was looking at Terapeak, just going over some comps, it actually was a solid purchase. George Karlaftis, he played very well in the Super Bowl for the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, it's after the Super Bowl at the moment. The Chiefs just won again thanks to this man over here, Patrick Mahomes, on track to equal or even exceed Tom Brady's achievements. This is a very nice card here. Travis Kelce, Illusionist out of 50. Black out of 50. So I've gone through the bargain boxes at Cherry a million times, and a lot of these cards were new stock. Josh Allen, Panini, the National, blue cracked ice, sort of a color match. The comps on this are really nice for a $5 purchase. I think it's going for around $20 to $25. But yeah, very, very nice card here. He just needs to somehow get over the hump and beat Patrick Mahomes. Aiden Hutchinson should have been the #1 pick, but the #2 pick for the Detroit Lions, very good defensive player. I always try to get these illusions numbered cards if they're very nice players, like Aaron Donald here, one of the best defensive players of all time. Amon-Ra St. Brown out of 399, pink illusions. Detroit Lions, if they have another step up next year, should be a very nice team. Justin Herbert, he doesn't have Brandon Staley anymore, so I think he will have a jump up this year. We'll see, but hopefully he does. He has the arm talent. He's got the mentality. He's all there. It's just really the coaching and everything around him at the moment. Jameson Williams. A lot of Detroit Lions cards in here. We had Jameson Williams, Aiden Hutchinson. Really like the Detroit Lions. I think they're a team that I can easily get around. Alfred Blue. Got this one for the PC. I think it was a backup running back for the Texans. Don't really need to speak too much about him. Desmond Ridder, probably going to be a backup quarterback now. Justin Fields potentially may be traded by the time this video comes out. But sweet level out of 149. It's like that extra sort of tier that football has. James Cook played actually very well with the Buffalo Bills towards the end of the season when they started to become a bit more of a run-heavy offense. Aiden Hutchinson, any Aiden Hutchinson rookie numbered card, I will automatically buy for $5. People say not to get, those sorts of cards of defensive players, but when it's a really good player, I think Micah Parsons is another one that you can kind of get at $5. Sam Howell, Purple Shock Optic. What will happen to him? I think he's another player who's in a bit of limbo. Not sure about whether he is going to be, being the quarterback 1 at the Washington Commanders. Micah Parsons, I didn't actually get that card. This one I did get. Patrick Mahomes, Select Disco. Got to get that card. Kenny Pickett, Silver Select. Thought when I got these and I saw 2 of them, I'm like, wow, this is a great find. And then looked at comps and they are definitely not a great find, but I didn't get these ones in the end. I think these are very common nowadays, but when we go back 3-4 years ago, Select Silvers were actually a little bit more harder to find, but now they're in retail. They're just so easy to get. Saquon Barkley out of 149. Where will he go? I've heard some rumors about the Texans. If he went to the Texans, I would gladly take him. We have Chris Olave, the tricolor numbered for $5. I did purchase this one. He's been playing very well for the Saints, again, with some inconsistent quarterback play from, Derek Carr, Jameis Winston at times. Matt Flynn, Upper Deck, LSU, did buy that one. Comps aren't favorable for it, but when I say LSU and a college quarterback who played well for them, I'm happy to take the risk at $5. Peyton Turner did put this one back, being at a 35. Also put this one back, but Sam Howell Chronicles. If I saw this during the NFL season itself, I would have 100% bought it. Zamir White, he's a name that you've probably heard a lot in my videos, but classics out of 99. I think he will be starting for the Raiders if Josh Jacobs leaves, or if he does leave, he will 100% be starting, and who knows? I don't know what the Raiders will do. It's going to be a new coach as well. Let's see if he likes Zamir White or if he wants to try and keep Josh Jacobs. Andy Dalton, immaculate out of 25 card here. For those that watch these videos, I try to actually do these in one take, so you're just going to hear me endlessly speak. So if you appreciate me trying to do this in one take, it is actually very hard. Make sure you hit the like and comment down below, and also hit subscribe. Couple of Frank Gore Chronicles jersey cards here. So you might think, Frank Gore jersey cards, why would you get that? But they're actually game used. You're not going to find that too often in NFL cards. So, yeah, had to get those. Eric Dungy, New York Giants contenders rookie auto. Did get this one. Don't actually think he's even in the league anymore. Tyler Ervin also got this one for the Houston Texans PC. I will always get Houston Texans cards if I at least know the player or remember playing with them on Madden, because I did have the earlier Madden. So a lot of these players, you guys might not know them, but I know them at the very least, and I will purchase them. Thought about this card, Mason Rudolph, out of 25 Classics. Played a couple of good games to end off the seasons with the Steelers, but I just don't think he's going to be their long-term option. I think they'll give Kenny Pickett, another season to work with. Hunter Renfrow played a good first few seasons, and then last season was just misused, in my opinion. So I think he will get a better role next season. Keenan Allen, cracked ice from Illusions. Did put this one back, but a very gorgeous card. John Elway, the flamethrowers numbered. Very nice insert from Phoenix. One of my favorite inserts from Phoenix again. Moving on, we have another Aaron Donald. Red Illusions card here out of 175. I mean, I thought he was going to retire a couple of years ago after the Super Bowl, but he's still playing. So when he will actually retire, I don't know, but it's a lot of playing around there in terms of the Rams. I mean, they were actually very surprising this season. Saw a couple game-used jerseys from Topps, Allen, and Ginter, so decided to get those. There's another one coming up later on. Dwayne Bowe, the Immaculate out of 25. I always like Kansas City cards just in general because I feel like they have a bit of a better market. The fans there are very, passionate, fanatical. I don't know what the word is there, but I always try to get those sorts of cards. Jack Vigil, put this one back. I looked at comps where it wasn't worth it. Dwayne Allen, another one that I put back. Whenever I see contenders, I always try to at least research the player. And then hopefully, if the comps are there, I'll go for it. But these ones weren't worth it. Josh Palmer out of 75 XR. I think he'll have a little boost with hopefully a better coach than Brandon Staley. Neville Gallimore, didn't know too much about him, but saw field level and thought I had to get it. So I did. Raekwon Davis out of 49 Prism. The cards I put to the right are ones that I didn't get or still had to look up comps for, and the cards to the left are like definites. I won't look at comps and will pretty much just buy them. Otherwise, if I look at comps for a million of these cards, I will just lose all this time. Eli Manning, unparalleled out of 199. Very nice card here. Unparalleled is very similar to Revolution in basketball if you're unfamiliar with it. Just looked at this card here and had to show it off. Trey Lance. I mean, I would have definitely bought this a couple years ago, but what is going to happen with him now? He's at the Dallas Cowboys. He's got Dak Prescott ahead of him. Is he 100% a bust? I don't like throwing the word bust out unless it's, 100% guaranteed. I think it's too early right now. I'll give him another year. Mecole Hardman, the hero from the Super Bowls. Well, not really the hero, but the person who caught the game-winning touchdown. Didn't really do too much throughout the whole... Actually, no, he did. He had a big catch, I think, in the first quarter. But, yeah, nothing major. But, yeah, what a story for him, honestly. He went from the Jets back to the Chiefs and then, wasn't amazing on the Chiefs during the season. And then now he's a Super Bowl champion. All right, well, the $1 cards here. Just showed off a Justin Herbert and then a Jordan Love. Numbered card here of Greg Olsen. The best thing about the $1 cards is you do see a nice bit of variety here in terms of the older sets. And yeah, it's the Crown Royale from the earlier years from Panini are some of the nicer cards to look at. Adam Thielen from Element out of 75. I'd say this is very similar to Impeccable. Joey Bosa. This is a very, very nice card here. One of the better defensive players. More so in his earlier years. He's kind of dropped off now, but Joey Bosa, regardless, out of 60 Spectra, I will 100% take that for $1. Next up, we have Deshaun Jackson here. Speedy player, played for numerous teams over the years. The Eagles, the Redskins back in the day, the Rams, Tua Tagovailoa. Big year for him last year. Unfortunately, the Dolphins just really tailed off towards the end. A lot of injuries that did affect him defensively more so. Cam Chancellor, the red prism in Prism Football is actually quite short printed. I thought this card was really cool. I don't think the value there is here at all, but like Eli Manning, Carson Palmer, Aaron Rodgers, and Tom Brady all in the same card. I thought that was pretty cool to have all four of those in a card for a dollar. Really like this card here for a dollar. Mike Evans, Panini's Choice Award. It's a gold card. It's unnumbered, but like Mike Evans has been one of the most consistent wide receivers since he's debuted in the NFL, not the AFL. AFL's Australian. James White, Super Bowl hero in the Atlanta Falcons comeback. This card is actually worth a little bit. I've got to get the comp up because I've forgotten, but I did look it up. I was like, oh, I'll just get a Tom Brady card from Topps. I'm not sure if it's worth anything, but I'm like, I'll take anything that's a dollar from Tom Brady. That's Topps. Again, another Mike Evans that I threw in. Jordan Love. These Chronicles cards do well in the eBay store from a dollar. I can sell them from anywhere from $5 to $10. It's not much, but it's worth the flip there. CeeDee Lamb, I put this card back. I actually don't know how this one ended up in the pile, but Chronicles here. Moving on, we have Julio Jones. Him and DeAndre Hopkins, when I was first getting into the NFL, were like the two most consistent wide receivers. And then now, I mean, they've sort of dropped off. They're in their 30s now, and unfortunately, that's just what happens. Landon Collins, unparalleled, the Astral, I don't know how you say it, but out of 200 numbered card here. Jair Alexander, very solid cornerback, one of the best cornerbacks in the league. Unparalleled, just a base card there. Actually, no, it's a flight insert, so I don't know if it's a short print, but yeah, it is hard to find. Calvin Ridley, don't know where he's going to be going into the offseason. Had a good season with the Jaguars to start off, but the Astral out of 200. It's hard to say certain words with the Aussie accent. I don't know if you guys notice it. Matthew Stafford, the Optic Contenders. I'll take that for a dollar out of $1.99. Got a little bundle discount. I think it was like $15, but it was more the coupon code that I had. Khalil Mack and Jordan Howard, Optic Contenders. Jordan Howard had a great start to his career, but then, I don't know, injuries and running backs just really seem to tail off. I don't know where he is at the moment, but this one was a great one for the PC. JJ Watt, DeAndre Hopkins, the X and O, out of 175 Optic Contenders. That's going straight into the PC. This was probably one of my favorite finds from the bargain boxes. Travis Kelce, out of 25 Select. I mean, I don't know. It's not a massive card, but he's very trendy. And a lot of people like to, hate on him for Taylor Swift. But like, in my opinion, I like them both. That might be a little bit, divisive in a way. But what has Taylor Swift done wrong? What has Travis Kelce done wrong? He plays on the Chiefs. I more so don't like the Chiefs for everything surrounding them. So that's just my opinion. I love Mahomes as well, but it's more everything and all the drama that surrounds them that I don't like. Justin Jefferson also showed off the Jalen Waddle back then, a nice numbered Prestige. Amon-Ra St. Brown. I thought this card being here was a bit of a mistake, but I'll get it regardless. Antonio Gibson, clearly Donruss Auto. Very nice card there. We have Roquan Smith. He made the Pro Bowl. I don't know what team he's on now. Is he on the Ravens or is he on... I think he is on the Ravens, yeah. So on the Ravens now. Super Bowl hero. This guy could have honestly won the MVP if the 49ers won. But Jawan Jennings, big plays. He had a big tackle. He had big catches. It was actually ridiculous. He could have been the most unlikely Super Bowl MVP if the 49ers just won, but unfortunately they didn't. Will Fuller, the fifth. I don't think he's in the league anymore, but got this one for the PC as always. Happy to do that for a dollar. Renato Sanchez, just saw this one floating in the NFL box for some reason. Saw numbered select and just got it. DJ Moore, another wide receiver who's been very consistent throughout his whole career. Unparalleled base. I'll take that for a dollar. We have Denzel Ward, another player who's been very consistent for the Browns. He's the cornerback. We have Mike White. I don't think you can say he's been consistent, but he's had stretches throughout his his career where he's been massive for whatever team he's played for, whether it's been the Jets, and then I think he's even filled in for the Dolphins at times as well. Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson certified. God, we're nearing 16 minutes here. I'm not going to lie, I've done one cut so far, so it's been 2 takes. So if you appreciate it, again, leave a like below and hit the subscribe button. Derrick Henry, some people say, I think he said himself, I think it's his last, he's played his last season for the Titans. Very good running back, held up the league for a good 3-4 years, just being the #1 running back. Steve Smith Jr., the certified, very nice card here, one of the older certified sets. Got a few more cards here. Let's see how we finish off. But we have Mike Evans. I love Mike Evans, honestly, a lot. He's just so consistent. But out of 199, the Stars certified insert. Very nice card here. Ricky Williams for the Saints, a die-cut Spectra. I will probably send this one to consignment. A lot of these ones I'll just send to consignment just because I don't want to have the effort of listing them. But out of 35, Spectra. Very nice card here. We have Van Jefferson, the certified jersey, as we're ending towards the end of it. Rookie card. We have Jerome Ford. Did put this one back, but the Origins rookie card. It doesn't take much for me to put. Sorry, it takes a lot for me to put cards back. So unfortunately, Jerome Ford, no offense, you've been put back to the side. I picked up this card because I just thought it might have been the case hit because I know the illumination was a bit of a short print at times, but I did put that one back. Saquon Barkley, unparalleled, very nice card here. Rookie card. Let's see where he goes in free agency. But yeah, guys, as we near the end of the video, thank you all for checking out the video. If you appreciate the bargain box content and you want to see more, make sure you hit the like down below and also hit subscribe. Make sure you go check out Cherry as always, guys, and I'll see you guys all in future videos. Take care.